Hello, once again, this is Charles from the US United clan, and it's been quite a while from our last video to now. It's been 3 months. I do want to apologize about that. Some things, take precedence over other things, and that was what the case was here. However, we're back now. We're going to roll out some good videos for you guys. Got some good AW stuff and everything else. But first, we want to talk about Black Ops 3 beta, which I personally had the chance to play over at a friend's house on his PS4. We tried to record it. However, um, there were some kind of issues, errors, stuff like that that kept him from actually loading up the videos from the games in which we had recorded and so on and so forth straight from the PS4. Um, so the first couple of things I want to talk about with the beta was it, it was absolutely awesome to play. It was fun. It wasn't serious at all. We were just goofing around, checking out the maps, checking out the guns, checking out the system, checking out the layouts, checking out the integral parts of all the menu items, everything else, the customization, stuff like that. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the painting and all that stuff of our gun, the gunsmithing ability. But, we were trying to do and mess with everything that we could. And we really enjoyed that part of it. The layout of the game is phenomenal. It's better than any game, Call of Duty game we've played. I want to personally say that. And there are several points to that. First off, it's easy to get around in the game modes for a new Call of Duty game. You're not trying to search all over for things in which could be hidden. There's direct pathways to everything you're going to find or need to find. In the last couple of Call of Duties, there's been like hidden information here and there, and then there's some information that's been actually missing from there. One of the cool things about this is that the theater mode is back. It's going to be great to finally have that back and look upon that. And we didn't really use it, but we saw it in the menu item. Actually, I believe it was locked. But let's go on about the game here. The maps, we got to play on a few. I believe there are 3 maps, and they were awesome maps. For some reason, I don't remember any of the names. I had them at the tip of my tongue earlier, but they've escaped me. I apologize about that. I'm sure there's other videos or other information where you can find out what maps were available that we played on in the beta. But there was one with the water and the waterfall, which was really awesome. That was so much fun. The layouts are basically the 3-tier type layouts, the 3-lane layout, whatever the Treyarch is famous for. And the mobility on these maps was quite fun and interesting. I mean, you were in constant combat. There was no surprise elements in the maps except for a few of the counter movements, which I'll get to later on. The one thing that really surprised us the most was the smooth movements, the operation of the game, the engine, whatever you want to call it, the way you moved in about the game, shot, the accuracy levels, everything else like that was just so smooth. There was no glitch, there was no lag present, there was no where you're aiming and then all of a sudden you're not aiming kind of thing like you find in Advanced Warfare a lot. Where you're going to aim somebody, you got to name it, and somehow a glitch occurs and you're no longer aiming specifically on that target anymore. So the controls match your movements very, very well in the sensitivity department. So that's something that's going to be plus because it's going to be an advantage to people that are really acquired to their sensitivity, like to move around about the sensitivity and figure out what sensitivity works for them best. So it's something that some people are going to start with right away. The guns that we felt, the few guns that we were allowed to play with and that opened up and everything else, which you could open up other games along the way, were awesome. They seem balanced. Some do have more recoil than others, of course. That's natural in the game. It's going to be always part of the game. Never going to be able to change that, but there are attachments that do change those, and that you can actually make stuff like recoil better. I believe one of the guns that we had a hard time was the Man-O-War gun, which was we felt was really good. It's very powerful, but the recoil on it is atrocious. Kind of. I mean, you really need to be able to balance out your controls on this guy. So that's something that was really cool. The other thing about the guns was we didn't know this going in, but you can actually level your guns up during play and make them more powerful, make them more better, and can have special things and abilities to them. It's really, really fun. It was fairly quick to level up the guns. I believe we got an AK up to level 3 within like 2 games of domination, or maybe it was a game and a half of domination. It was really fun. I'm telling you, man. And the spawn points were a lot better than in the previous few games or whatever, because they weren't all based on, well, you were shot here, so here we go here, and we're just going to put you near where you got shot so you can be shot again. Or you're not. There was very few times where we actually spawned in front of a person to where we got killed right away. They are mixed and matched, of course, like they always are, but they felt better overall, you know. And the information that everybody's giving you on the beta is not a rule of thumb. It's just basic information that we played with for 3 days. We're throwing it out there to you guys so you know what to be prepared for, maybe a little bit. But it varies. It's going to vary along the way later on. So don't take this for granted as an absolute and, oh, this is what he said, so this is what matters. Because that might change. I mean, later on down the road in a month or two after the game comes out, we might all find out the spawn points actually suck. You know, I mean, that happened with Ghost a lot. That's why people started hating Ghost. The special jump ability and the movement on walls we weren't that impressed by it because we didn't really use it. It wasn't something that the maps determined you to have to use, like Advanced Warfare makes you mostly want to use your exo abilities, makes you, or the jump anyway. You know, the double jump, high jumps onto higher services and whatnot. That didn't really take effect in Black Ops 3, which was good because it's not a part of the game which is going to force you into a style of play that you don't want to play with. You still have that advantage and freedom to play how you want to play with it. And this is how we played with it. We mostly used running along the walls and the jump and all that stuff as counter movements against opponents, and to you know, get the hell out of Dodge, man. You know, get away from attacks that we knew we weren't going to win, or when we were blindsided, we could get out of there real quick and on the opposite side, so on and so forth. That's what we use that for, and it was very, very helpful. I haven't checked out other people's videos. I might go check out Drifters and a couple other people's, T. Martin's maybe, and see what they, you know, thought about all this and all their game stuff. And, excuse me. I was going to say that with those special abilities, we used the I don't remember what it's called now, where the vision one, where you can, it's so awesome, dude. It's like the threat detection on your UAVs in Advanced Warfare, where you pop it up and you can see them running, you know, their body highlights in the red, and it's really, really powerful, and it's very good. The sniper abilities in this game are really impressive. Well, my friend's a sniper. He really is a good sniper, and he was really going to town with it. It didn't feel like there was an excessive or even a tad bit of assist in aiming, or an aim assist, as a lot of people call it. So that's a good thing, because you have to have the mechanical ability to be able to one-shot somebody with a sniper rifle by using aim. So you really have to be a good aimer. But the smoothness of the game helps with that a lot, and that's a good thing. And we definitely enjoyed it. We think when you guys come out, we're going to enjoy that. And this is a mature prediction, but this could be the best Call of Duty. Right.